Oi oi, watcher, how you doing? Project bash plate number 12 already. Now this little thing's been sat on the side for the last 6 videos doing nothing. Last thing I did was the leading around the outside, and that's all good and solid, doing the biz. That's great. Now today I just want to do a little bit more to it. I did say that I wouldn't ever take a project on and not see it right through to the fitted and finished video, and that's exactly the case here. I just haven't had time to get near it. The last 6 weeks have been absolutely berserkoid. We've not done anything to do with projects and so on because I just can't get near it. It's one thing after another. The forum has taken off. It's been absolutely berserk. The Idiot Collective is growing by the day. We've got something like 617 members now, which is rather alarming. And there's that many idiots want to come and play. And we've got 40 or so of us going to the Ace Cafe on the 13th, which is great. So if you want to join us for that, that's rather good. Get on the forum. Put a link underneath. Join the forum. If you're not on the forum, join it. We need some more members. We need 1,000. That'd be fantastic. Other little things going on. Penny Pit Stop's thinking of changing her bike. Not sure what yet. Let's have a little think. It's time since 6 years on the Harley Davidson Sportster, which is rather fantastic, but she fancies a bit of a change, something a bit lighter, something a bit different, not sure what. So we're shopping around for that at the same time, and that's kept us out of the garage. And it is the spring. In the spring and the summer, we're not in the garage all the time. We just do as many videos as we can. Keep up the how-tos coming, that's important. I hope you like the old baffle wattage thing, that was quite good. And I've ridden it a couple of times since, and it's really great, really great. None of it's blown away yet, so it's all working fine. Now, today, all I want to do with this is I want to just drill some more holes in it. It's looking a bit of a panel, a bit of a big sheet metal thingy-bob, and that's okay, but I don't want the scrambler to end up with a big metal body panel on the front like a bonnet. It's going to have some holes in here. The mesh will go in this part. This section is going to have the horn in front of it, so there's no point in putting any holes up there. These sections here have got frame rails right behind them, so that's irrelevant too. It's just this area here for now. I just want to drill some holes in that, not sure what. I'm going to have a little think about sort of the patternage. I've got the old hole cutters, the old cone cutters, so I can do some fancy stuff with that. And there we go. So that's all it is for today. We'll crack on with a little bit of this, make some progress. I will finish this project. You will see it fitted and finished. I pledge that to you. It's not one of those things that's going to disappear off and not be finished. So there we are. Stick around, stay tuned, see what happens today. Right, so this is the area. Not really sure whether I'll stick one in the middle there. Not sure. I don't know. And I just want to bring this. Obviously, like I said, the frame rail comes along behind there, so there's no point in putting any holes there, because then I've got to put mesh behind them and that will contact the frame, because there's only a little tiny gap between this bash plate and the frame, and that's correct and how I want it. So for now, I just think bring that line down, just a bit of pencil, put them in the middle of the line, try and get some symmetry going on. Just 4 holes in there, I think, or something. I don't know. I think you need at least that much from there. If they're too close to that, then you won't be able to put the mesh through. So, okay, I can't really see that well enough, so do it this way. Just gives me parameters to put them in, just a square that they go in that's square with everything else. They look cockeyed. She would come out to there. That's enough, right. Find the centre one. Just find the middle of the square, or the middle of the shape. May not be square. Right, that's the middle. Surprising how much maths you use in your life these days, isn't it? 40 again, perfect. And it's surprising what looks square isn't. That 40 again, yep. Absolutely square. Just gives me a grid. I suppose what I could have done is just stuck some graph paper on it, but that would never do. That'd be common sense. Only 40. Right, I'm just going to stick with 4 4 holes, nice and symmetrical, 25mm, nice and big, and then put some gauze in behind them. Right on the marks. Right. So important that they're symmetrical and square. Really taking time on it. One. Say it every time, but when you do a centre punch, just hit it once. And tap, 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 because you'll just bounce it and then make 4 little dunks. There we go, right. Stick a little pilot hole in there on it, 3mm. So just give me a nice pilot hole to run the cones into. I'm going to use just a little bit, just a little drop of oil on these ones, just help roll them through. Makes a massive difference if you just put a little tiny drop of oil on them. I've done them dry in the past, honestly, as you can see, it just fly through otherwise. And finally, out to the big boy. Now, I'm going to take these out to about 22mm, I reckon. And that's plenty. Also, that one. Right, there we are, 22mm each. 4 holes. Should do the job a treat. Big enough to look like they're not empty bolt holes. Let's give it a little clean up. See what it looks like. See that little clean up. not very interesting. But with 4 20mm, they're 22mm holes. I reckon with a 20mm washer, which will just come inside and then chamfer the whole lot, weld them in on the inside. But I don't have 4 20mm washers, and I'm going to get them tomorrow at Allfix, because they will have them. Now these, they're the connecting holes, so they'll have 4 neat little Allen caps like that. And I've got some plastic caps I've ordered, little grey plastic caps, or black, whichever I choose. We'll just go in there and stop the crap getting in. So you won't really see them too much. And they'll have mesh behind, because I want to get this thickness going on in there. At the moment that's too thin, that kind of gives it away a bit. So I want to get some washers just tacked on the inside, but I just checked the box of Doom full of washers. I don't have any. Here we go, not very interesting and not much progress. 4 holes. Now the cone cutters are brilliant, because I think I've made mention before that they don't drill triangular holes like drill bits do. You get nice circular holes, and they're 22mm each, and they're square. Well, the 4 of them are square to each other, you know what I mean. It's weird. The more I look at them, the more they look cockeyed, and then you measure it all with a ruler and it all looks straight. Brilliant. Right, so they're going to get some thick washers with 20, I mean they're going to be fat plate washers, which I'll have to trim down to get in beside each other in there. But the idea is, in the back, I'll have a thickness then going on like that through these holes. So when you look through those holes there, they'll be thick and chunky, making the whole thing get that kind of beefy look, which this edging and that in there has given it. I did think to bung some under there, which would be pretty cool, but looking at the bike when it's on there, you can't see them. They're completely out of sight. You don't see anything kind of below those bottom bolts. It all just disappears under the bike out of the way, so there's no need. And it just looks a bit busier now. That's what I wanted for it, just to look a little bit busier and a bit less of a flat plate panel, which would look a bit crap really. So there we are. That's the way it goes with projects. I had an hour or so. That is an hour. 4 holes, 1 hour. It's mad, isn't it? There you go. So that's all for now. I'm going to get some washers, tack them in, and then that'll be the next stage as soon as I can move on. Someone's asked me twice now for a touring prep video. They're about to go touring all around Europe, long trip, so I'm going to do that next. So that'll be up at the end of the week. And then on Sunday I'm going to try and hopefully revisit this and get those things welded in so it looks a little bit better. And then finally make a decision on the bloody P-clips. I'm not sure, you know, not sure. Sort of manky P-clips are sort of things that, you know, you connect hoses to the side of your washing machine with. Not very cool, but you don't see them. They're up underneath and they're extremely efficient. They'll do a great job and they're rubber lined and they won't scratch and everything. So I might just kind of give in to the P-clips by the end of the week, you never know. So there we are, that was all it was, I'm afraid. Not very much, not very interesting, and a little tiny bit of progress, but I wanted to revisit that, a little bit of an update. There you go, thanks, take it easy, ride safe, I'll see you for the next one. All right.